Hey Siri, start my presentation. Access to information and even the simplest of tasks are at the touch of our fingers, the sound of our voice, and even in our pockets these days thanks to smart devices. But what if I said, hey Siri, how safe is my drinking water? The goal of my research is to provide that sort of access to information and confidence in water safety to communities across Central America. Over 40% of rural Central Americans currently lack access to water that is safe to drink. That is, water that doesn't have bacteria and viruses that can cause waterborne disease in it. These systems shown here, chlorinators, use simple chlorine tablets like you'd put into a swimming pool to eliminate those viruses and bacteria that can make people sick. But achieving the correct dose of chlorine requires regular visits by technicians to monitor and maintain these systems. Now imagine with me for a moment that you're one of these technicians and you have to visit 100 of these communities each month. The terrain is rugged, many of the communities are very remote. Some of them can only be accessed via horseback. So you can imagine it could be difficult to visit just one of these communities in a single day, nonetheless 100 over the course of a month. But that can mean that these communities don't have access to information regarding water safety for days and weeks and even an entire month. So rather than rely on this type of monitoring, which is very challenging to perform, we seek to outfit these systems with water quality sensors so they can transmit data in real time and operate like a smart device. So the crux of my research then is translating water quality data into useful alerts for those technicians. Now, rather than measure chlorine directly, because it's very expensive and challenging to do, we use two other types of water quality sensors. The first is pH, which measures the acidity of water, and the second is oxidation potential, which measures the potential for that chlorine to disinfect the viruses and bacteria that I mentioned before. Now we use an equation and a computational algorithm that can use that oxidation potential and pH to predict free chlorine. And then our algorithm can actually translate that into alerts that suggest to technicians when they do or don't need to visit a community. Now this allows technicians to operate like a water ambulance. They can visit communities that directly need help and no longer have safe drinking water, rather than going from community to community to maintain these systems. Now, our first operational smart chlorinator installed in Nicaragua did just this. It alerted technicians to a failure. Technicians visited, resolved the issue, and our signal suggested that once again, these systems were delivering safe drinking water. Ultimately, these systems can improve delivery of safe drinking water and access to information regarding water safety, and put us one step closer to being able to say, hey Siri, how safe is my drinking water? Thank you.